I wanted to come on for a quick update really quick. And yes, I'm in my car, so sorry. So yesterday I had an ultrasound to see where my follicles were growing, and it went better than what I could have imagined because I didn't really know what to expect for just a follicle check. So the tech, I mean, and she answered my questions, which was really nice because some techs are like, I can't tell you anything about what I see. I just have to give it to your doctor. So she showed me my uterine lining, and she's like, your uterine lining is really, really good. It's nice and cushiony in there. And when she went to, because I only have one ovary, and it's on the right, so she just happened to go to the right first, you know. She didn't know I only had one ovary, so she just happened to go to the right first. And I saw this huge circle. And I was like, oh my God, what is that? Because I've never seen my follicles on an ultrasound before. So she's like, you have one really, really nice large follicle right there on that side. And around it was a lot of like little small follicles, but they weren't even half the size of the big one. And when she measured it, it was 29 millimeters. I was like, oh my God, I've heard of people saying, well, you know, on like different forums and stuff, like, yeah, I had an ultrasound and it was like 7 millimeters on one side and 9 millimeters on one side. Now, I don't know what the good number is. I didn't know, you know. But when she said 29 millimeters, I've never heard anybody say they had a follicle that large. I was like, oh my God. So I felt very optimistic with that because I'm like, that is awesome. At least I know that at least I have one that is like really nice and mature, you know. So about an hour after that, my nurse called me from my RE's office, and she's like, well, Dr. Hollins had a chance to look at your ultrasound, and she's very pleased with your very large one follicle. And you know, another thing is that the tech did say, like, because of all the small, like 4 or 5 follicles that were around the larger one, she said that they are dormant right now, but there's always a chance that they may mature as well, and then they would also be released. So I guess, oh my God, this road is jacked up. But anyway, so I guess you just never know. So the nurse also tells me this. She's like, you know, the one follicle is fine, but to be honest, she's like, and everybody reacts to Clomid differently each cycle. So there's no like, you know, set way to make it happen right, but everybody reacts to it differently. But she said that they do like to see, instead of just one large follicle, they want to see like 2 or 3 of them. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice, but I only have that really large one, and which they said is fine. But they said if I don't get pregnant this cycle, then I do have to come back in 3 weeks for another consultation with my RE to discuss whether or not we're gonna up my dosage of Clomid to 150. Oh, sorry. Or try some other drugs, maybe Femara. I don't know. So I guess we'll see what happens then. So here's something else. I asked the nurse about the trigger shot because I haven't heard too many people say they've taken it without doing IUI or IVF. But I figured why not? You know what I'm saying? I have issues with timing sometimes because he's not always available when I ovulate, and that's something that bugs me every month. Is like, I hope I ovulate this day because he won't be there this night, or he won't be there this night, and it's you know, it's kind of complicated. So I asked the nurse to ask the RE about it because you know that is a big issue for me, and timing can be, you know, the deal breaker. So I asked her about the trigger shot, you know, and she's like, well, yeah, they give it to people, you know, even if they're not doing IUI. So she said she would ask about it, but was thinking it may be too late because she was already telling me to have, you know, the baby dance yesterday and every other day following. So I really didn't expect him to give it to me. So she calls me back. a couple hours later, and she's like, I spoke to the doctor about it, and she's fine with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and send it to. I guess it's a pharmacy here where I live at that just specializes in fertility medicines, and they always have it. So anything you need for IVF, IUI, anything you need, any kind of fertility drugs, you name it, they got it. So that was kind of cool. So she calls it into them, and she, like, usually, this is what she said, usually in these situations, they have the patient come in for an injections class. I don't have time for that. This is Friday in the, late afternoon. So she's trying to explain to me how to do this over the phone, and I said, what, it's no problem. Like, first of all, I used to be a medical assistant. I've given shots before. And secondly, there's videos on YouTube about everything. I can find one, I'm pretty sure, if I get confused. Or a million of them, I'm sure. So, the pharmacy calls me, even later than that, yesterday, and they wanted to discuss, when I'd come to, get the shots and stuff like that when I come pick them up and everything like that. They wanted my insurance information, so I gave them that, and then they told me that my insurance wouldn't cover it, so it's $75. And at that point, I was like, no, don't get me wrong, I have the money for it. It's just so, wow, am I really going to spend $75 on it right now? And what if it doesn't work? I guess shit just got real. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now granted, I've spent tons of money on trying to conceive. I have a monitor, Clear Blue fertility monitor. You guys all know how pricey that is. I've dished out some money before, but it's just so, it just got real. I don't know why, because I'm dishing out $75 for a one-time shot that I hope makes a difference. So, yeah, I was kind of freaking out yesterday, what do I do? Because I'm like, do I take the shot? Am I so close to ovulation that I don't? I don't know. So, I couldn't pick it up till today anyway, so that's where I'm headed. I thought I'd hold that out to go pick up the shot. But the thing was, I wanted to go home yesterday and be able to take an ovulation test, and then if it was negative, just be like, you know what, I'm definitely getting the shot. Forget about it, I'm doing it. So, the ovulation test I took last night, very far from positive, okay? Very far from it. The one I took this morning, still very far from positive. And I like to do that because sometimes at night when I test, I haven't done that long of a hold, and sometimes it's diluted. So even if I catch the middle of my surge, from starting the night before, that's still in the thing. So, and plus I usually do a test for the Clear Blue fertility monitor anyway in the morning. So it just kind of goes hand in hand with that. So, let me see. So that's pretty much it. They wanted me to go ahead and take the shot today, but they said it would put me at ovulation for a Sunday night or Monday morning, okay? Because I guess it's, on average, 36 hours after you have the shot. So that would put me at Sunday night or Monday morning. Now, for me, that's not good. It's not bad because I can baby dance all weekend, but not Sunday night. So, today's Saturday. I have already this morning. I will probably again tonight. And maybe Sunday morning. I guess we'll see. But I know I can't Sunday night when the egg would be released, or Monday morning, because he won't be there. So, I guess I'll have to, I was thinking I might take it tomorrow around 10, and then that way the egg will probably be released Monday night, I'm guessing. Yeah. So sometime Monday, which is perfect. I can go hard Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I have no problem with that. Well, Wednesday morning at least. So, yeah. So I decided I'm gonna take it tomorrow. If you guys have any insight for me, because I still don't have any clue what I'm doing as far as this trigger shot. Even though I asked for it, I know I'm freaking out, which is retarded. But if you guys have any pointers you know, anything about the trigger shot that will help me. And even if you want to say something about the ultrasound, just comment it below because I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Thanks for all your support. You guys are just awesome. So I wish you all the best of luck, and I will talk to you later.